Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. In the last episode, we solved the last of the dilemmas that was presented in the afternoon shift of my first day at work, and then the rest of the Funplex crew, sans Francine, were like, "Hey, we're glad you're here," basically. So maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is that very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney! The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Oh no. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all after dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Okay. Birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-old? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom! The end is nigh!
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. You have fun, dears.
Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Emmy, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... Oh dear, that's a lot of quarters, kid. I like your shirt though. I can't decide if that's a design from something or just a cool looking design, but it looks rad. Actually, your shirt's kind of fun too. The rest of y'all, get on these two's levels. They got cool shirts. Y'all are boring. I like your shoes though. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids, to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Emmy, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Teo and Queen Bee. A little girl crying over stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. You can't shout at a child. That's against the rules. The sound of hardship calls to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now is not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on, and stat. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I didn't.
Admit it, I know what you did, you brat! You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest, beyond sweet Josh that he should put his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime's stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And, just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help, or I could try to solve this one by myself. Consult Queen Bee. Since Queen Bee has been consumed by rage, I bet she knows what's really going on here. I wave her over to join us, and I attempt to reach out to her for guidance. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but I think that that lady is a no good piece of bleh. Nope, not helping. This is in fact the furthest away from helping I could ever envision. The kid runs away to avoid the loud people, as I try my best to defuse the situation. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here. That boy did nothing wrong. Nothing. Excuse me? How dare you? There's no way I'm getting a word in between these two. I sigh and resign myself to watching it play out. How dare I? How dare you for yelling at that kid? I don't care if he did what you claim or not, you've got no right to traumatize him over it. He's a thief, and he'll grow up to be a no-good criminal. That still doesn't matter. Do you honestly think, take a single second of your life and really think that shouting at as a child is an effective way to handle this? You can't tell me how I should act. Who do you think you are? I am the nemesis of evildoers, righter of wrongs, the rising star of L7 Gaming. Queen Bee poses in her trademark pose.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
I am the one and only Queen Bee. And in the name of the Funplex, I'll punish you. Alright. Well, I've never, in all my years, you're far worse than that impudent child. Josh, we are leaving this horrible arcade right now. Well, that's one way to handle that. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm okay with that. Once they're gone, Queen Bee turns her attention back to me.
Come on!
People like that really blew me off. My blood's still boiling.
Hey.
Oh, and hey, thanks for the backup. You're welcome? I really didn't do much of anything. Yeah, well, I knew you had my back, kid. I can sense that you're like me. I can't stand to see people get screamed at. Yeah, that's why I headed over here first. It sucks, you know? Queen Bee's whole aura changed from her normal upbeat snark to being completely down in the dumps. This is a side of her I hadn't seen yet. She just looks so sad. Queen Bee, are you okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I feel I should ask about this. Looks like the incident hit her hard. Hey, everything alright? It's okay, you can tell me. She pauses for a second before her normal smile creeps back on her lips. Seriously, I'll be fine. I just don't like seeing adults treat kids like their future's nothing. Like they'll be worthless stains on society. I had a lot of people tell me that I could never be a professional gamer, that I should quit daydreaming. And I say, heck those people. Don't let anyone tell you who you are.
Hey, thanks.
But, hey, thanks for asking. I appreciate it, kid. Okay, show's over. You should go check on that boy. The boy! I totally forgot. You're right. I always am. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to try and squeeze a few more matches in before quitting
Later.
time. I'm out, kid. Queen Bee takes one more moment to triangulate the safest path back to Fist of Discomfort through a sea of children. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. Are you gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. He just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady's gone, and I don't think she's going to ever come back. Especially after the way Queen Bee burned her. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread across his face.
Thank you.
And tell the other lady thanks for sticking up for me too. I nod, and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, that's that sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Oh, Cupcakes strikes me as a disaster waiting to happen. Stolen tickets is bad. But Cupcakes can... Alright, let's go. I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swimming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing-blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate! Don't take all the chocolate!
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
No fair! Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate!
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Ah! Stop it! Stop it!
I want chocolate!
As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Emmy. Those are both gonna be so hard to do anything to fix. So... Bad decisions, crew engage! Quickly, I hurl myself into the action. Get down! Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. No, my purple hoodie! But alas, my noble self-sacrifice cannot completely protect them. Naomi seems to get the idea and shields the game with her body. A few stray cupcakes that missed me hit her, but otherwise no damage done. Ashley takes a few shots, unfortunately, but it could have been worse. As parents swarmed to round up the Cupcake War instigators, Naomi and Ashley kneeled down to check on my fallen form. Emmy, are you okay?
How am I?
Could be paralyzed from the neck down, Emmy. Blink once if you're paralyzed. Blink twice if not. I'm not paralyzed. Oh, hey, or you could talk. That works too. Naomi helps me to my feet, although I have to be careful not to mingle my icing with her icing in the process.
Ugh.
Days like these, I'm glad I wear an apron. Ew. Cupcakes are food, not fashion.
Poops.
Colored icing is just the worst. I think I can get these two out with some club soda, fortunately. Guess they got all of us, huh? But Emmy, worst of all. You know, that was super selfless of you, trying to save us from this splatter. Speaking as a floor attendant, you score a silver medal. Despite all of us ending up splattered a little, they seem in good spirits. I should try and keep that rolling. My cupcake foo was not strong enough. I must now go meditate under a waterfall and train for 10 years. Unfortunate that my learned skills, the mastery of mid-air cupcake retrieval, failed me in this hour of need. I have dishonored myself and my arcade. I must train for 10 years, during which I can let the shame of this incident drive the fire in my soul to greater heights of cupcake defense. Just have Ashley daydream up a training montage for you. Same effect, but saves a lot of time. I am at your disposal, although my screenwriting fees are industry standard if you want the full Ashley treatment. Anyway, thanks, Emmy. That was a complete mess, but I guess it could have been more of a complete mess if you hadn't done that.
See ya.
I'd better get back to fixing this joystick. You should clean up and get back to it. Also, the party's still going. Good luck! Yeah, good luck. And hey, good work. If you'll excuse me, I need to go clean up poor Pinky a bit. That could have gone better, but it also could have gone much, much worse. That's a good summary of this episode so far. And so I think I'll end it on that note. Bye-bye!